Hi friends. I am really excited about today's craft. This is week 3, grades 3 through 6, and it is my night marionette. And I'm going to get a close-up of this guy because I really like him. Oops. Look at him. He is going to be super fun to play with. So let's get ready and we'll get all our supplies out. Let's look inside. You will have a baggie full of all the small little pieces, and you will have 3 toilet paper rolls in 3 different sizes. In your baggie, you will have a piece of tinfoil. You will have some sticky tabs, some rope, your shield, and then a bunch of pipe cleaners in varying sizes, and 2 little self-sticking eyes, and your face, which is a little rectangle, okay? So I'm gonna get myself organized here. You will need a pair of scissors, so grab a pair of scissors, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Okay. The first thing I'm gonna have you guys do is I'm gonna have you put the eyes on, just because these are the smallest pieces and we don't wanna lose them. So you're gonna peel, they do have little peel back tabs on them, and you're just gonna put your 2 eyes on your face. We'll get that right out of the way. Maybe. They're tricky, but they're there. There we go. All right, there's the second one. All right, and like I said, those are self-sticking, so you should be good there. And you can just set those aside now because that's the last thing that goes on. Okay, you should have 2 legs that are a little bit longer than the arms. You should have a sword, and I think I put an extra piece in. I guess you can make something up with that or just not use it. And then you have 2 ties that you will connect the head to the body, okay? So what we're gonna do is you're going to open up your piece of tinfoil all the way. You're gonna pick your shiny side or the little bit duller side. It's completely up to you. I want the shiny side out, so I'm going to have the dull one facing up. So shiny side down and dull side up. I'm going to leave a little bit of room on the side here so we can tuck on both sides, okay? And I'm going to roll my tin foil. Oops, wrong piece. I'm going to do the body first. I'm going to roll my tin foil until it just slightly overlaps. So there's maybe, I don't know, 1/2 inch to 1 inch overlap. And I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to carefully cut this tin foil all the way up. Like that. Whoop. And then I'm going to open it up and I'm going to cut about the same amount extra on both sides, and I'm going to cut this. And I'm going to set this piece aside. Set this piece aside. So I'm going to take my tinfoil and I'm going to wrap it around the body of my paper towel, okay? And I'm going to tuck, and that's going to secure it into place, okay? It's going to secure it. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom, okay? Now, when you put your fingers inside and you move along the edges, you will be able to feel the hole punches that are in here, okay? you can see I put a little, I don't know if you can see with the glare, but I put a little dent. Okay, you're going to need a pencil or something to poke those in a minute. Okay, but I would go along and put those dents in just so you know where they are. Okay, so if you look closely, you can just barely see that I've made those dents. It's just so that I know where the holes are. Okay, so that's done. I am going to take my remaining piece, and it's the same width as, or length, I guess, as my controller. And I'm actually going to roll the controller too. I didn't do it on my original one, but there's enough tin foil that you can do it. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to tuck like this to secure it. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Okay, now there are only 2 holes on this piece, so you're going to feel around until you feel, oh, found them, your 2 holes. I found, there it is, okay? And you're just going to indent them for later. Okay, your remaining piece is going to be for your head and your sword. So you're going to take your head, you're going to roll it until you have about an inch overlap. We're going to cut it. Okay. So I'm going to roll this just a little bit tighter. Roll, and then we're going to tuck. I like using the tin foil because it makes it a little bit sturdier too. It just adds that little bit of strength to your paper towel rolls. So tuck them down there. Okay. Now remember, this has 4 holes. So here's 2, top and bottom. And then if I go over here, here's the other 2 right here, top and bottom. So can you see? This side's a little bit easier to see, maybe. There they are. Okay. All right. And then the shield, you're not going to need this big of a piece. So you can cut kind of a square for this. You have this little extra piece in case you decide you want to do anything with it. So you're just going to, again, cover this. Now I am going to, I want the the curved side to be the front of my shield, so I'm actually going to put it upside down so that it curves up. Can you see that it curves up? So I have a nice smooth back, or I'm sorry, front. And then I'm going to smooth the back in. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to cut this. I actually cut 2, I have too much. So I'm actually gonna cut a piece of this off because I don't want it to overlap. Like that, okay? And then I'm gonna fold up. Okay, and what I'm doing with this is I'm going to bend the corners a little on either end so it looks like this, so that when I fold it down, you cannot, nothing's laying over the front, so it's nice smooth, okay? There's really no wrong way to do this, but I'm just showing you how I did it, okay? All right, so that is covering the knight in his armor. I'm gonna pause, go get a pencil. We're gonna attach the arms and the legs, attach the head, and then we'll attach the sword and the all right shield. I didn't find a pencil, but I did find this skewer thing, so anything that'll poke a hole will work. So I'm going to go in now and I'm going to poke my holes. Pencil will poke them probably the exact size. This is a little small, so I have to kind of round them. And remember, there are 6 on the body. And just so you know, the side with 2 on the top right here, that's the top, okay? And then I have 2 on each side on the head. One of them attaches to the body, and the other one attaches to the controller, okay? So I'm poking those holes, and then remember, I have 2 on the controller. Just gotta find them again. There they are. 1, 2. Okay. So, first thing you're going to need to do is, let's put our legs in. So it's the 2 longer ones. And I attach them first. So I go in to the paper towel roll this way. Okay. And then I bend and slightly twist a little bit of the end so that it stays on. Okay. So it's inside, I twist it a little, and there's my leg. I'm going to do the same thing. I go into the paper towel roll, and then I bend so that there's just a little showing. I didn't really show you that. So there's just that small amount sticking out from the inside. So I pulled it through, just that little part, and I'm going to twist, like so. Okay, I have my 2 legs, and I give them a knee and a foot. So a knee and a foot. A knee and, oops, a foot. Oopsies, guys. Here we go. Okay. For the arms, I am going to give them an elbow, but I'm not going to worry about the hand because he's going to be holding a shield and a sword. So, okay, so here we go. Inside. Now this one, you're going to bend, you're going to put it in the hole. See, here it is. And you're going to bend it down like this, okay? And you can take one of these little sticky tabs, so they're kind of tricky to get off, but oops, you're just going to get as much as you can, just a little bit of that sticky. And I actually put it on the paper towel holder where the arm bends down inside the tube, and I just stick it to that, and it just holds it in place. Okay. So again, I'm going to take this sticky tab, pull as much of it as I can get off. I gave you extra because these are sometimes tricky. Some of them come off real easy and some of them don't. So this was the best I could do. If you have something at home that you can use, you can go ahead and use that instead. But I wanted you to have some kind of a gluey substance. All right, so here we go. I have a little bit here. Like I said, you don't need a lot. You're just trying to kind of tack the arm down. So I'm going to put, so I have this on my finger. I'm going to put this one. And it goes in the lower hole. I forgot to tell you that too. This goes in the lower hole. You're going to go in, stick your sticky tab where your arm is going to bend down. Stick it, and there's my 2 arms. Okay. Now, you can give them an elbow, but don't worry about the hands right now. All right. Oh, I know what this extra piece is. I just realized this is how you connect the shield. So remember I said in the beginning I didn't know what this extra piece is. It's how you connect the shield. Okay, so now I'm going to attach my head. And you want to line up your 2 holes on either side as best you can. They don't have to be perfect. This actually needs to be poked out a little bit more. There we go. Okay, So these little pieces, I didn't want to make them too big because I didn't want them to be real sticky outy. So I go in and I bend it just a little to kind of hold it so it looks like this. Okay, and then I'm going to go in to one of the bottom holes. I think I got to make this bigger. There we go. You might need a little help with this if you're having trouble. It is hard to maneuver. But again, I wanted it to show on the outside, but not be so big that it would be, you know, too much. So here are the two pieces sticking out. And I'm just going to twist them just a little. So just add some color to your knight. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to go in on the bottom, bend it a little to hold it in place, and then you're going to go through the top from the back so that you have these two pieces sticking out like that. And then you're going to twist them. And it just the very ends have to twist. Okay. Okay. So there is my knight without a face. So we can then take another little piece of our glue or sticky tabs. Just a little. I think I want a little bit more than that. I'm going to try for a little bit more. Okay. And I'm going to put some, oops, that didn't work. I'm going to put some sticky tab there. That's probably enough. Right here, and I'm going to put my face where I would like it on my head. Oopsies. There we go. Okay. So that's out of the way. Now, there is a longer piece of gold and a shorter piece of gold. I'm going to use the longer piece for the sword because I need to make a holder, a loop, you know, where they hold the sword. So I'm going to make a little loop and twist it, okay, like that. And you can make him left-handed or right-handed. And then you're going to bend the silver pipe cleaner around and through the hole. Ha! En garde! Here's his little sword. Now, there's a couple different ways. I don't know, that must have lost its sticky. Let me see. My original one kind of is messed up right now. Okay, there's a couple different ways to do this, I guess, shield holder. I think the best way, okay, is to you can even maybe cut this a little, but you can also just bend it so it makes almost a circle, but it's not attached, like that. And you're going to put some sticky here, or rather you should put it on here, sticky on the back, right here and here, and then stick these two pieces. I think this is the best way. I did it a different way on the original one and I don't like it. I think this is really the best way to do it. So go ahead and get some more sticky tabs. You need just a couple more. All right, there's one. I'm going to stick it right in the center. And I'm going to grab another one. Here's some more. Stick that in the middle too. I'm going to stick this on like 2. So it looks like this. All right, and then, I'm gonna put his hand through it, and I'm gonna do 2 things. I'm gonna put his hand through, and I'm gonna wrap his hand around the holder, and then I am going to squish the holder so that he holds it a little bit stiffer, okay? Like so, all right? And there is our knight. All right, so he's all put together now. And so now the only thing left to do is our string. So I have my big piece of string, okay? I am going to thread it through my controller, okay? I'm gonna find my holes, and I'm gonna thread them out of the holes. Oops, I gotta make these holes a little bit better. I had a little problem with them, I guess. There we go. 1. This one looks okay. All right, so again, I'm gonna stick this through. Remember, you can pause as you go to do anything that you haven't done yet that I might have done too fast for you. Okay, here we go. Here's the other one. Like so. And you're gonna bring them down. Now you don't have to worry about them being even because this will move through your mover very well, but you want to kind of start with them a little bit even, and then you're just going to tie these in the last 2 holes that are the top of your knight head. You're just going to tie them, and you know, you don't want a lot of string. You can always cut the extra string, the leftover, you know, piece of string once you tie your knot, and I would double knot it. 1, 2, ouch, like so. Okay, there's my first one, and then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go in. This one is also a little bit tricky. I got to redo my hole here. There we go. I'm going to go in with this one. So, pull it out. 1, 2, there you go. All right. And here is my new knight. Oh, I was gonna cut those little pieces, so I'm just gonna take right here, and I'm gonna cut these real short so they're not sticking out. Okay. I just love this guy. So, take pictures, send them to me. I'd love to see your knights. Hello. All right, have fun with these. Bye-bye.